A draw for the first owners of Turkey's first domestically built fully electric car was held on Wednesday. Turkish carmaker Togg has received more than 170,000 pre-orders for its first model T10X. The firm had announced that the number of deliveries in 2023 will be at 12,000, but after the high demand, it raised that figure to 20,000. The price of the standard range model T10X starts from around $50,000, while the long-range model was priced at about $64,000. Togg plans to produce 1 million vehicles in 5 different models by 2030 in its 1.2 million square meter facility in Turkiye.
From the very beginning, some said you could not achieve it. There's not even a factory, or there is no activity inside there. In short, they slandered the Togg. But Togg received more than 177,000 pre-orders as of last night. This shows that our nation sincerely embraced our first domestic car with its license, design and production. Behind every achievement, there is a great effort and patience. At the opening ceremony of the factory, I said I wanted to acquire the first Togg to be produced. On Monday, hopefully, I will receive the vehicle.
For more on this now, Taha Arvas joins us from Istanbul. He's an adjunct professor of finance at Boğaziçi University. Thank you very much for being with us today. Taha, right, EV demand seems to be falling all around the world, but in Turkey, domestic demand is booming. Why?
Reasons. First of all, the price of gas, frankly, has decreased globally, and so that's led to a decline of demand overall. But in Turkey, in the past, prices of gasoline prices have been relatively high. Taxes have been relatively high, but this car is unique in that the taxes on this vehicle, on electric vehicles in general, are much lower than they are on combustion engine vehicles. So, and it's priced. The price point is much more modest than comparable electric vehicles, making it a great opportunity for people who are looking to get into electric vehicles to enter this market.
Interesting. And Taha, we know the batteries of Togg can be recharged up to 80% from 20%, and that's in less than 28 minutes at fast charging stations. But around the world, with these electric vehicles, there's really an infrastructure problem there. There's just simply not enough stations. What's the situation in Turkey?
So yeah, the Ministry of Turkiye that's in charge of this has apparently set up stations already in 81 cities, all the cities of the country so far. Over 5,000 stations apparently have been set up, and they're looking to roll out furthermore locations. The government has subsidized many of those locations as well, because they're trying to push the adoption of electric vehicles. Obviously, it decreases pollution, noise levels, etc. So it's great for everyone, even if you don't use electric vehicles. So that's what they're really pushing, and it looks like they will be ready. They're ready now for the current amount of vehicles on the road, and they will be when all these cars are ultimately pushed out of the factory.
And there seems to be some tax advantages in Turkey to buying Togg. How helpful is this going to be toward the EV sector as a whole in the country?
Right. So normally combustion engines have an added tax anywhere between 60% to 220%, and electric vehicles have added tax of anywhere between 10% and 60%. So this car is about half the price of what it would be if it were a combustion engine vehicle. So you're getting like a 50% discount on the car you're buying, which is a great incentive for people to join the club of people who are adopting electric vehicles.